Alright, so this is episode 4 of Guess the World. Um, I'm going to just start off this episode by saying that I recently dug out what I used to consider like my old computer, right? Uh, I gave zero thought to it in the past maybe year and a half because it was like a rapidly deteriorating like 8-year old computer. So it's like, why would I care? And like, then I stuffed it in the closet. And I don't know why, but like last night I came to the epiphany that oh wait, it also works as a monitor, so I can just use it as a monitor too. And pretty stoked about it because now I can see my Audacity and my OBS without having to tab out and interrupt the recording. Also helps for audio sync reasons, which I think in the first episode that shit was horribly desynced. So still sorry about that, but like it is what it is. I hate that that one has the most views right now. The episode one has like almost 50 views, which it's like, please guys, please go check out the other ones. Those ones are good. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, we're guessing our build again. I'm not really certain what to make of this right now. Not spider, because spider doesn't have an F. Not cockroach. Um, oh, firefly. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up. Okay, just be glad I didn't sing it because well, I didn't sing it because copyright, and also because that doesn't need to be in the video for the rest of the time. Oh, the monitor. So the only con of this is I can't find a way to use the monitor with just the monitor. The PC itself has to turn on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Did I forget to mention that? No, actually I did mention it, but I didn't explain it. So it's like the PC is like actually like a all-in-one thing. So it's like a monitor and computer in the same thing, which is kind of smart, but also most of them are pretty dog shit because there's no room for components to breathe. Something like that, but the point is, unfortunately, I can't find a way to use this like the monitor, without actually turning on the computer. So I had to leave the computer on. Only problem with that is the fans are kind of loud. I don't think on this mic is as bad, but if it had been on the mic I used a couple years back, yeah, this would be. You would not even be able to understand me right now. I guarantee that. And thank God I learned about EQ, right? And also, look, drama in the chat again. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I actually tried to record this before, but I went way overboard on the recording, and I recorded for like 1 hour 30 minutes, and my computer does not have enough storage for me to record for that long. Also, I have no idea what this is right now, so might as well just talk about that. Um, the main thing that happened in those recordings were that I reached 800 builds, and it was on camera. It was like not a particularly exciting round, but it was yeah, it was video evidence. I unfortunately couldn't publish that, but maybe all things considered, eh. I mean, everyone didn't really miss much, to be honest with you. But one thing I said in that recording that I want to reiterate is, I fear that some people might start seeing these videos and then they queue through, like they deliberately queue into my lobbies just to be like, trying to be like the one guy of the century. And I feel like I should explain what a one guy is for people who are not like constantly on the internet. A one guy moment is basically when it's mostly applied to Twitch streamers and all that, but it can apply to anything like most streamer context, but it can work in a pre-recorded context too. But the point is that a one guy is whenever someone tries to stand out from like a sea of messages or other people by saying some like completely crazy or wacky thing. An example would be during a German stream of Iron Lung. Some guy in chat was just like called himself Ball Fondler and was like and answered like a random chat member, yeah, he's gonna shove an entire baseball up his ass. Like that's an example for one guy. And one guys can be funny if they're genuine and genuinely funny like that. But if one guys are just like trying way too hard, like they're just trying to be like gross or they're trying to be like overly, I don't know, everything, it's kind of just like, well, it's not funny. And it's even less funny when a billion people try to be one guys. It's like not all of you can be funny, and it's abundantly clear. Especially with things like live stream messages, just a lot of the times those type of messages aren't fucking funny. Anyway, guessable pro tip: the shortcut for this theme is
Gaśnica.
I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, but it's this. You can also check the website. I feel like I'll be linking to in every part from now on because it's just generally useful, even if you're not like a huge tryhard or like you're not trying to be good at this game. It's still useful to have it in like a pinch. I don't know. I don't know how useful most people who watch this channel will find it because I think at the moment I think that anyone watching this is not really watching to get better. They're probably already good at the game or they have no interest in this game and kind of they're just watching for me instead of the game, which is understandable. I mean, I'm not gonna bring up anything in particular, but internet comment sections can have you realize there's going to be at least one person defending something, no matter how heinous it is. Like, I don't know. You could comment something like, I personally think bludgeoning a dude over the head with a baseball bat is bad. And then there will be someone in the reply is going like, no, actually, you know what? They deserve to be bludgeoned in the head. It's like, why is there always a devil's advocate for the worst shit ever? And you know what? Nowadays, it's like, it's either one of two things. Either they're being dead ass, or they're doing this stupid rage bait culture thing. I utterly hate the concept of rage baiting that has flooded like internet comment sections, and I feel like me saying that is going to get a lot of people like to annoy me in the comments, but I'm just gonna delete them. I'm not gonna lie if you do that, because look, I don't care what you comment, but if you come to my channel just to like mess with me like that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just delete your comment. I don't have to post your comments. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the rage bait like thing that's been like increasingly used as just an excuse to say dumbass shit. Like, again, going back to the bludgeoning someone over the head example, like, okay, uh, you comment like, oh, I think bludgeoning someone to death with a club is cool, and then it's like when people inevitably call you out, like, dude, I don't think that's cool. I think bludgeoning someone to death with a club is bad. Then they comment, haha, you fell for the rage bait. It's like, and then usually they also follow it up with, you should have known it was rage bait. It's obviously a joke. Is it obviously a joke? Because, to be honest with you, there's so many people who genuinely believe like some of the worst things ever, and you literally can't tell if someone's being just like actually stupid or they're pretending to be stupid. Because the line is like very blurred nowadays. So I just have a lot of thoughts on that thing, that in particular. Like I'd say I've been on the internet for quite a while, so like about over 10 years actually. Um, so when I say that it's probably one of the most annoying things to grace the internet comment section, that then I'm serious. Because like, okay, there's always been annoying comments on the internet. It's just like the nature of the internet being free and open to everybody. That this is not credit card. I thought it wasn't. The spaces were tripping me up. Um, there's always been, oh yeah, there's always been annoying people and comments on the internet, but the problem is like, I don't know, maybe it's just like I'm blinded by nostalgia and or just like the fact it was forever ago. But I honestly feel like there were less people deliberately trying to be annoying back in the day. In that day, I mean. Um, like okay, there were like I can name like there were the comment bots that did shit like oh yeah, if you don't repost this, people like um a girl's going to come and kill you in your sleep. There were those type of comments, but that was more like to either like creep little kids out or just to like be funny. I don't know. But I prefer that over just if we could swap out one thing for the other, I would in a heartbeat replace the whole like LOL you got rage baited bit that's been going on with reply bots, because at least those like it's quite obvious that what is being said isn't true unless you're like five. Like no one's going to genuinely think that someone's going to come and like obliterate them if they don't share a post like 7, 8 times, whatever the number was. Also, speaking of those, I heard sometimes type of uh, those type of comments were actually used, at least in email chains, to like harvest email addresses, to get people to spam to, or to sell their data. That's what I heard. Anyway, this paint palette, I I'm kind of surprised I spelled that right. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but I ended up spelling it correctly. Guess the build a lot of the times has me typing words that I never use in like daily use. So sometimes I'm like, is that actually how you spell that? Like I know how to spell like a majority of like common words. Like I would hope so, but palette, like I don't type the word palette that much. I think the one that gives me the most trouble on here is shuriken, the theme shuriken, because I mean, like who talks about shurikens like all day every day, right? I don't know how to spell that word all the time, man. I don't think so. Well, I do right now. It's like this, but a lot of times I'll get that wrong. This might be like one of my least edited videos by far because I've actually been coming up with lots to say this time. Honestly, that's most of the work I probably talked about before, but that's most of the work that goes into these kind of videos. It's just like making sure to remove pauses and stuff. Like not all pauses, or else it's gonna feel really cut together and like kind of like you're watching like Coco Melon or something equally brain rotting. Like, and so for our next build, and it would be a pretty terrible watch. Dude, it's Hatsune Miku, dude. It's the creator of Harry Potter and Minecraft. Yep, don't fact check that. That's real and true. What else is there to say? Well, actually, quite a bit, actually. Mostly about yesterday, and I mean yesterday when this video is being recorded, which is the first. Yesterday night, MCR played Arlington, which that would have been my show if I could have bought tickets to that. But it especially sucks that I couldn't go because the B stage set list that they ended up playing was utterly incredible. It was like, I mean, you had the hits, but then you had like One Bullet song, yet World is Ugly, Kill All Your Friends, and then unbelievably, Texas got War Beneath the Rain for the second time. For the uninitiated, War Beneath the Rain is like an unreleased song that they first played. Literally just this year in San Francisco. Not even just good. True. I mean, you guys are seeing this, right? It's like look. Am I in party chat? Do you hear the Discord notifications? Man, it would be like completely, like fucking ridiculous for me to try to cheat while recording because it'd be so obvious that I'm like tabbing out. Like even if I cut this part out or I tab out, it would be so obvious because like I get the theme like the instant someone places a block down. Like okay, there's good guesses and then there's just cheating, which that would be cheating. Speaking of, I had to deal with some more cheaters. Like I don't know, about an hour ago, I think it was. There were like a ton of cheaters. Like I think it was like 4-way team that I came across. Damn, it's not gum. It's like pink. What's this pink and three letters? Oh. Damn. Since I recently brought up MCR, I guess this is just an MCR commentary channel now. Forget guess the bill. We're talking about MCR here. Anyway. So, speaking of that unreleased song, it was from a scrapped album called Paper Kingdom, and it was going to be about the support group for like parents who like horrifically lost their children. Which, yeah, I mean, if that sounds like messed up, like I mean, it is. And I can definitely see why they scrapped it, like for a variety of reasons. I mean, I think they weren't in a great place to begin with, and I mean, writing an album like that probably did not help them at all. And another thing is that like during and or like somewhat after the album was in production, I'm not actually sure of the exact dates here, so this will definitely need to be corrected by somebody, but sometime during or after, I mean, a good majority of them had kids. So trying to write an album like that is just like not in the cards. Where it's like, wow, this is close to home, like, but too close to home. Shit. I think there's too many library themes in this game. Like continuing on the discussion of redundant themes, there's bookstore, librarian, library, and then I think I mentioned this one already. Yeah, bookstore too. Uh, I think it's especially like, okay, you know what? I can sort of understand why they put sort of redundant themes, but like in different point categories. But I feel like if there's like a redundant theme in a 3 point category, it's like I don't see what the point is there. It's not really challenge. It's more so just like here's like a filler theme. But that's just like how I see it. I feel like most people don't give a shit. Like like if I'm being very serious right now, most people who play this game, which would be like 99.9% of the people who play this game are like purely casual players, which good for them because once you go down the rabbit hole of high end, not high end, pro level guest build, you never get out of it. But like, wait, what? Oh, god damn it! God damn it, dude! No. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, most people who play this game do not care about stuff like that because who cares? Like to anyone else, that well and truly doesn't matter because it's just like, oh, I lost the point. But and well, I'm not particularly like displeased about it. I'm just like pointing it out that like, yeah, there are some themes that like at the end of the day don't really need to be in the game and would probably make the game a bit easier, smooth playing if they just weren't in there and there wasn't that like tinge of RNG. I think the first one that needs to go is Icy because Icy cannot be distinguished in any way from Ice, Icicle, Ice Castle, or any of the other ice themes. Uh, I could think of one way you could maybe build it that would show it like that, but the problem is no one's gonna guess Icy because who thinks Icy when they like in their heads? Like I don't think people like generally are thinking stuff like, yeah, Icy. That's the theme. Anyway, this is Swordfish. I honestly like building this theme because it's like it's very like goofy. It's like swordfish is one of those fish that like if someone just told you about them when you were younger, you'd be like, "You're making that shit up, dude. You are pulling my leg. That shit is not real. Like you are like entirely messing with me." Which dude? It's like it's the scrap song from Paper Kingdom. Oh, I think I didn't end up talking about which I actually meant to. It's just that I went like it's just like I went like several diversions like deep from what I was talking about, so I forgot. What I was eventually going to say after all that like waffle was that like one of MCR songs that really gets to me in a different way than most of their other sad songs do. Um, which it's easy to find online. It's not particularly like rare, but if you listen to it, it's like with the theme in mind that I mentioned earlier. Like, oh yeah, these parents lost their kids and they're coping with the loss and all that. It's like, damn, that song is like devastating. And something about like the ending part. It's not like a chorus. It's like I think post chorus would probably be the best way to describe it. But there's like a post chorus at the end of that. It basically goes like, what you take from us, we're taking it back like five, six times. And yeah, I mean, that's like a teary, like a tearjerker right there. Like, just like the whole time you listen to the song, keep in mind the concept that I was like saying, and then like report back, and then like tell me you're not at least a little bit like I don't know, sad or at least depressed after having listened to it. Anyway, this is like a fucking podcast for all the bullshit that like I want to say, but I don't really know like where to say it anywhere else. Uh, okay, this is only going to make sense to like pro auto sex. This is only going to make sense to like pro against the will players as to what I'm talking about. But I tried to rejoin for like tying reasons like twice. Here and then like somewhere up here. Both times it screwed me over, and it was like, nah, I'm gonna just not let you rejoin. I think this is an issue. I noticed it happened both times when I built last. I wonder if it's an issue where if like I rejoin on the last round, it considers that round over, and I can't rejoin it, which kind of sucks if it's true because like it means that like there's just sometimes where you literally cannot win the game if you have the same points as somebody else and you rejoin. Guys, it's 1 a.m. Don't bully me. Look, dude. I I know. I think I said in the previous episode of recording. I actually don't know at this point because I've lost too many recordings to count. But I think I did say like, yeah, this is one of the easier modes in the game. But that doesn't mean it's like no challenge. Like, yeah, I could type something in my sleep and it'd be right. But the point is, like, yeah, I mean, don't worry, like, Antry. It is like a little, like, there is a bit of challenge to this game mode. Someone already said cave. I wasn't reading chat. I keep looking at my OBS preview. I'm a little bit distracted by the fact that I have this now. That I can see it without having to type out. Okay, so not cave, which kind of surprising, but plan. Uh, I wouldn't say you're dumb, Antry, because for most of the round this was not in there. I could not tell what it was without that. Honestly, pattern recognition was not kicking in. Wait, is that Gerard? Wait, no, not quite. Not quite Gerard Waite's skin. I kind of thought it was. Although maybe, maybe it kind of is. I don't know. I think I should have one more story, like to close out the video because this is definitely going to be the end because I'm reaching my record limit. But back when I was maybe 6, 7, 8, I'm not sure the exact years here because those ages uh, kind of a blur at this point, but they all kind of blend together when the years pass. But at some point, I had this whole thing where it's like I would see this frog on my window every time I went to sleep, and I called the frog like Froggy Friend. That is like insanely cute. Like, and I said it like I know I'm just like discussing something that I literally said, but I mean, come on, that is endearing as hell, isn't it? Froggy friend, and you know what? But actually, place I currently live at, there's sort of a similar phenomenon. I have no evidence for this being the case, but like the same salamander or chameleon or whatever the hell, um, the exact same one keeps like every time that I go into our bathroom, it's on the like the tempered glass, like on the outside of the window. I'd like to think it's the same one. It's like canon. It's like where it has lore and shit. It's like yeah, it's the same person, the same chameleon. I mean, that's been here since day one. If no one has my back, random fucking animal on the window has my back. You know, uh, I think a terrible idea would be guest to build pro mode because not necessarily because everyone would be good in that lobby. Like I can play with like the really good players, no problem. But if it works like the actual pro mode, that would be like a 35-minute game of guest build, which uh, as much as I like guest build, I would not want it to be like, whoa, yeah, one game, 35 minutes. I kind of don't really like games that have rounds that are like half an hour, which is like, okay, um, I do really like the concept and stuff behind Deadlock, and I think the gameplay mechanics really do look fun, and like people should try out the game. But it's just not a game for me because sometimes I'll join VC. My friends are playing Deadlock, and it's the same round they've been playing for the past like 40 minutes. It's like, damn, shit goes on forever. It's like no wonder that game actually has like a pause you can do. Like one of the only games you can probably pause online. And like specifically because the rounds are like 7 million years long. There might be another game where you can pause online. Please, someone tell me if there is, but I wouldn't know it. That's the only one I know. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts or your lack of thoughts in the comments, and see ya.